Okay guys, so this is the video. It's kind of like an unboxing and just showing you guys what I got going on. So I'm working on this ej20 for my kid's Subaru. I don't know if you saw the other video. I'm gonna put them all together once I'm done, but anyways, his car runs fine, everything. I'm just building this motor. So I got these halves, had them honed out the cylinders. There's no scarring. Looks good. Yeah, this was that extra block I had. It's actually a short block. But anyways, yeah, so cylinders. There's no scarring, nothing. The motor, like I said, this motor only had, I want to say like 80,000 miles or something on it when I got it. But anyways, so it's unboxing, I guess you can call it. That's the crank out of this motor, which was fine. Everything's good, no spun bearings, nothing. So anyways, this is what we got here. Some H-beam rods with some ARP 8740 bolts. So these are Eagle rods. It's actually, I did some researching, and basically Caterpillar, they actually make the rods for, they make Eagle rods, they make the rods for scat rods, Toomey rods, Toomey buys their rods from Cat. It's all Caterpillar, no matter what you buy. Even the cheap eBay rods that they have on eBay, even those rods are made by Cat. They just get first pick, first choice of rods. So obviously Toomey has a higher quality. Then you got I believe it's Eagle rods, and Scat gets it, and then eBay gets the last of the litter. But anyways, so that's that. I'm going to be using some Lucas assembly lube when I'm assembling it. Never used it. It's been a long time since I built a motor, rebuilt a motor, anything. Very long time. So I was like 14 years old or something. I'm going to be using clevite bearings, rod and crank bearings. They're used in, by Cummins. Clevite's used by Cummins, used by International. So I figure if they work for 18 to 1 compression ratio, they should be able to handle the punishment of a Subaru putting out maybe, I don't know, 20 pounds of pressure through the turbo. Those are the washers that you need to get if you're going to be doing a split in the case. These are the little washers for the bolts, because the bolts, they go in through the, as most people know, that's the coolant cavity. So that's all the coolant cavity. And if you don't have those washers on those 6, I believe it's the 6 right there, then what will potentially happen is the coolant oil will leak into the coolant, or coolant will leak into the oil, vice versa, whichever. So I just buy the new ones from Subaru just to be safe. Going to be using the ARP Ultra Torque fastener lubricant when I do the rod end caps, the ARP bolts. Yeah, so, and before I actually completely assemble it, I'm going to torque the rods down and everything with a plastic gauge. I'm going to check the clearances, make sure my tolerances are good. If the tolerances are good, I'll pull it apart, throw some of the Lucas assembly lube on it, and put it all together, you know, do a final torque on everything. Yeah, so I'm gonna, never had one of these, always borrowed somebody's, but got it from a local store, parts store, just a ring compressor, piston ring compressor. It's like $13. I'm going to be using Ultra Gray. I don't have our local Subaru dealership. They're not good, friendly people. They didn't want to help me out with getting some 3-bond or whatever Subaru calls for or uses, what most people are using. So I'm just going to use Ultra Gray. Some boxing. Going to be throwing on some wiseco forged pistons. So these are just a standard bore. Like I said, I didn't bore the cylinder out. Didn't do any of that. Just a honing, because the engine had been sitting for a while, or the block. So you just get all the, that's your specifications, piston to cylinder wall, you know, for coated pistons. Basically, this is how you, I guess, I never actually knew this, but I guess pistons, where the wrist pin goes, is offset. So it's hard to get that in view. But yeah, so offset direction, I guess, piston wrist pins, I didn't know that. They have an offset. So that's basically the boxer motor, what I'm doing. So those are rings, the piston. I'm assuming that's why they have the marking for forward. So, yeah, so forward right there, the little dot indicates that goes towards the front of the motor. Side skirts. Anyways, so 372 is what they're saying it weighs. I don't know if that's total with the wrist pin and clips and rings. I don't know, or if that's just for the piston itself. I'm gonna weigh it, see what it is. But yeah, so there's all the pistons. I'm actually gonna go grab my scale real quick. I do RC car stuff too, if you guys never watched my videos. So, all my RC car stuff. So, that's 0. Okay, so it must be without the wrist pin. I'm actually going to weigh the rods too, because just in case. Yeah, 372 right on it. 372. So I'm going to weigh all the pistons, make sure everything is, you know, correct. The correct weight. And I'm going to make sure all the rods are going to be exactly the correct weight. If they are not, which hopefully they should be. Let me see what they are weighing. 521. 520. I'll just add some extra grease to that one. 520. 520. Why is this one 521? That's weird. That's probably why Toomey and Cosworth and all them probably get first picks, because they get to weigh everything and make sure everything's exact. So, Eagle rods right here, so somebody didn't do their math. I'm trying to see if I can find somewhere where I can shave some weight, maybe. Or maybe I'll just won't even worry about it. But anyways, so there you go. That's my unboxing pre-build video. So any questions or anything, this will be my second time putting together a Subaru motor. Never had built one with, you know, internals. Just rebuilt, separated the cases, put new pistons, rings on, and new rod bearings and crank bearings of all I've ever done with a Subaru motor. But yeah, never with the, you know, forged pistons and the forged rods. So we'll see how it goes. Stay tuned.